Okay, so hi guys, this is me, Chevy, and welcome to another day of me discussing about the basic takeoff in our beginners tutorial series. So for today, I will be discussing about wall and ceiling linings, and if we had like a spare time, maybe I can talk about roofing, a little bit of roofing. So today, okay, so I actually had record na talaga wall and ceiling linings. However, I did not click the record button. So now I will be discussing wall and ceiling linings again. Okay, so in this part, we're just gonna hide everything on the plans. Okay, so when we are talking about wall and ceiling linings, usually this is what we call as um internal lining. So basically, we have internal wall linings and internal ceiling linings. Usually, in Australia, they use um, they use plasterboard for their linings for the walls and ceilings for the dry walls. For wet walls, they usually either use AquaCheck or the Villa board products. But for estimators, they usually use AquaCheck because it's much cheaper than Villa board. But there are builders, they want their internal walls to be Villa board, so make sure to check every details of the plans. Okay, so what we can do here is that we are gonna make another folder, namely as wall and ceiling linings. Okay, so now we had a folder. Now let's start doing the takeoff. Let's start with the dry internal wall. So for dry internal wall, again, we're gonna use 10 mm plasterboard. So we're just gonna click here, metric wall area, and we're gonna name it as 10 mm plasterboard. Plasterboard wall. And for the wall height, let's check first the elevation or the cut section plan for it. Wait a minute. Page down. Okay, let's see. So it seems like for the ground floor, the ceiling height is 2.7. Here, it's 2.7. Usually, we can also use to check for the internal wall is the cut section. As you can see here, it's 2.7. Here to here, it's 2.7. So we're just gonna edit this one. 2.7. Here, here. Guys, again, this one is for dry wall, dry internal wall. So we don't have to consider plasterboard on the internal wet wall. Also, guys, to make sure that um, you use a equivalent or right amount of linings, you can actually add a wastage of 10 to 15% depending on the company or your builder. So as you can see here in this part, it's all throughout it's brick walls, so we don't have to consider a dry internal walls or internal linings here on this part. So I guess that's it for the ground floor plan. Let's proceed to the first floor plan. So in some cases, for the walls, they have the same floor to ceiling height. However, there are also plans that have, different floor to ceiling height. So let's just first check for the elevation. So it seems like the first floor to ceiling height is 2.55 instead of 2.7. So 2.55. Here also it's 2.55. We can check the cut section, which is also 2.55. Okay. Okay, I think that's it for the internal 10 mm plasterboard to walls. So now let's talk about 10 mm plasterboards to ceiling. So meaning the dry ceiling area. So for that one, what we can do is we need to find the area of the dry 10 mm plasterboard to ceiling. So simple lang siya guys. Let's go back to the ground floor plan. Let's use the template. Okay, that's it. Then let's go to the second floor. Again guys, sa mga nagtatanong if I am distributing any template, is that until now guys, I'm still currently working on the template. So basically, I cannot, disclose any template yet unless I make sure that it's readily used or readily can be used by every professional or professional construction estimator. So yeah. Okay, that's it for the dry internal wall and ceiling linings. Now let's talk about the wet internal walls and ceiling linings. So for this one, for this example, we're gonna use 10 mm aquacheck. But guys, wall and ceiling linings, there are a lot of wall and ceiling linings available in the market. So you just have to check all the plans if what linings that is applicable on a specific project. You can use aquacheck, you can use Villa board for wet walls. We can also use plaster board for the dry internal walls. We can also use MDF sheets. So it actually depends on the builder in the client's request or also in the plans. But make sure to always see to it that the client will be, be able to save a lot of money, and at the same time makes any linings that you will be using should be feasible and durable. So yeah, that's the role of an estimator guys. Not we don't always think only about the cost, but also how is it durable on the long run, or is it actually feasible in an actual setting. So now let's talk about again wet internal walls and ceiling linings. So for this example, we were gonna use aquacheck. So just like the dry internal walls, so we're just gonna use this linear for the walls, then metric wall area, and let's name it as 10 mm aquacheck walls. And then the height for the ground floor plan is 2.7, I think. And then let's just plot it here. So this is the same takeoff as the internal dry wall and ceiling linings, but instead on the dry area, nasa wet area na naman. So again guys, you can check my other YouTube video with regards to the use of, or like how to navigate PlanSwift software, because if you don't know how to navigate this software, I guess understanding this takeoff might be a little hard for you guys. So yeah, check again my other YouTube tutorial, which is available in the SPE Estimates channel. So here. Okay, I think that's it for the wet internal wall lining. So now we're gonna do the takeoff for the 10 mm aquacheck or internal ceiling linings for wet areas. Okay, I think that's it for the wall and ceiling linings. So for wall and ceiling linings, guys, you can also put on this area the cornice. I mean, you can do the takeoff for the cornice, and I think most of us has already idea what is the cornice, right? So for the cornice takeoff, we can use this template and we can just plot everywhere that we think is or like has a cornice. But again, for the cornice and skirtings, it must be builder's request or the client's request because some residential houses doesn't really require having cornice or skirtings. But for this one, let's assume that we have a cornice. So for cornice, you don't have to consider we don't have to think or like overthink on the openings. You can just cut it like in straight. Okay, let's go for the first floor. Okay, that's it for the wall and ceiling linings. I hope you really understand on this part. So now let's talk about the roofing. So again, guys, it's currently 12:02 a.m. So I will not discuss much detailed on the roofing. Maybe tomorrow I will discuss roofing in a more detailed manner. So I'm just gonna show you a little bit of the roofing. So for the roofing, we had like, a metal roofing, metal roofing, and a tile roofing. So in this part, we're just gonna go to the roof plan. So usually in this area is where we do the takeoff for the roofing. So for this one, it's a selected color band roof, meaning it's a type of metal roofing rather than a tile roofing. So for the roofing, it's always what as an estimator, we always do find the area of the roof by considering its area and its degree pitch. So we have here on the PlanSwift metric roof, we're just there's no scale. So we need to scale it first, 1:100, and let's find its area. So metric roof, and then we're gonna put the pitch, degree pitch, which is 22.5, and we're gonna name it as metal roof. Okay, so we're just gonna plot it here and here. So in this one, we need to plot it on a different metric roof since its pitch is 5 degrees, unlike this one, which is 22.5 degrees. So we're just gonna name this as metal roof 5 degrees. Okay, and okay, I think that's it for the roofing area. So now for the roof, it's actually there's a lot of accessories that we need to think when it comes to roofing. First are the downspouts. We need to check if it's a gutter. We need to check whether there's a box gutter, the sump, and we need to make sure that we need to look on every details on the roof. So for this one, I think there's an eaves as we can see here. We can put an eaves on this part. Here, 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 and here. Okay. So I guess that's it for today's video. Hope you subscribe to the channel. Oh my God, excuse me. Hope you subscribe to the channel, click like, and if you have any question, you can just comment below and I will try my best to answer those questions on the comment box. Also, you can visit my TikTok TikTok account, SBE Estimates. Also for some announcement with regards to the template or free tutorial or paid tutorial, you can just visit our Facebook page, which is SBE Estimates. Again, thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye.